Focus of the second session is Gojushiho kata and bunkai. And when we talk about bunkai, and I think you guys have sort of got this message from me already, bunkai doesn't mean applications. Bunkai means a way of breaking apart the kata into pieces to try to understand the underlying kind of value, messages, skills that are encoded in the kata. It's a imprecise science because we've inherited these kata from lots of different places. We talked about this a little bit earlier on, but often it's hard, almost impossible to know the intention behind the creation of the kata. Some of them we do know, and that's the newer kata, right? So if we look at Fukyū kata, the ones that were created in 1941, we know the story behind those. We know who created them. We know why they were created. So in those kata, for that case, they were created as kata that could be easily taught to people who didn't know any karate or didn't have any skills, people of any level of age or ability, ones that could be easily remembered and used. And they were frankly produced in a time when they were used as a way to try and to sort of raise people's fighting spirit. It was 1941, Okinawa was facing the war, the battle, and those kata were created in that context. The Pinan kata, created by Itosu Anko sensei, we know specifically because he said these were created as supplements to the educational system. They were a way to get karate practice into the education system. It's perhaps not a surprise. There are 5 Pinan kata, and the education system ran over 5 years. It may have been the case that year 1 was Shodan, year 2 was Nidan, Sandan, Yondan, Godan. You get the idea, right? We know the motivations behind those kata, and we know also where those component pieces came from because we can see it in the older Shurite tradition kata. Yeah. But we go back further than that, and it starts to get a lot more ambiguous. Wanshu, probably one of the oldest kata we have. We have a connection to Wang Ji, who was a Chinese emissary who came over as part of a very large party from the Ming dynasty to essentially as part of the relationship, the cultural exchange and the political relationship between the Chinese emperor and the dynasty of that time and Okinawa.
1500s or 1600s?
It was the 1500s, yeah. So, and apparently he stayed in his retinue stayed in Okinawa for quite a period of time. But that's centuries ago, so we can't really be sure that the form that we did this morning is a form that you would see if you could go back in a time machine. But there's a connection there, right? The form that we're going to look at now, Gojushiho, again, we're not sure who made it, but there's some strong evidence that it popped up. It was the first time that it was seen on the scene was around the time of Matsumura Sokon, or just after Matsumura Sokon. So that would have been, mid to late 19th century when this kata sort of seemed to pop up. Yeah. Most of his direct students seem to have learned this kata. And so, we have sort of circumstantial evidence that that's where it came from. It's a really interesting kata in that Gojushiho means 54 steps. It's hard to count 54 steps in the kata. It doesn't seem to work that way. But again, that might point to the fact that the kata has no doubt evolved over the period of the last 100, 150 years. So there are several different versions of this kata out there. The one that we're going to do today, obviously, is the one that's come down through Matsubashi lineage. We think it's probably, therefore, a little closer to older versions. But again, that's something that you have to sort of it's a best guess, right? So as we did this morning, what we're going to do is walk through the kata. We're going to walk through the kata several times during this session. It's a longer kata than we looked at this morning. But if this gives you some sort of anchor to what we're doing, that will be useful. And then hopefully what we'll take from this is some of the principles that are in the kata. In Wanshu this morning, we saw lots of rotational energy used, lots of rotational movements. Yeah, we saw very close-in movements. We saw things where there's potential for shoulder barging, for hitting very close in striking. Right, it's all very close. Yeah, Gojushiho has a slightly different flavor. And in Gojushiho, we see quite a lot of techniques where we are wrapping up and controlling the other person's guard, yeah, and working over the top, for example. We see techniques where we've got simultaneous blocking and hitting, using simultaneous movement. So it has its own flavor. Okay, so shall we start with a bow? Right, kyotsuke. Wait. Onegaishimasu. Okay, so let's walk through the kata together, like we did earlier on. We're going to face that way. Miltos, if you can stay at the front, because you know the kata. Tamashiro-san, wakaru, kono kata? Mama? Maybe, Miltos, you come over this side then. Yeah. Okay. So, from here. Okay, our yoi is similar to our pinan stance yoi, right? We just go to sort of natural stance. We're going to step forward with our right foot, roll into uraken, yeah? So one more time, yeah? It's uraken, yeah? We're in a cat stance. Step forward left into the angle, 2 hands up, yeah? Double, kind of like a double block. Same to the right, right? Yeah, cat stance. From here, parry across and catch, hook, kakiuke, right, left punch, kick from the rear leg, front kick, back to your stance, and right punch. Okay, out to the other side, similar pattern. Kakiuke, catch, punch, punch, kick, and punch. Boom. Going back to our shomen, step forward and put elbow, right elbow in Zen Kutsudachi. We're going to pivot and twist on the spot and go back. Yeah, to nukite. Good. Let me move so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, nukite. And from here, I'm going to step up, shuto, and step up to nukite. Good. Okay. We're going to step 1, 2, 3, nukite. Yeah. Then turn back into shuto. Into nukite. Sorry. Okay. Step in, outer block, gyakuzuki. Yeah, step in, outer block, gyakuzuki. Yeah. From here, step through and drop the hand down. Yeah, and then we're going to pop up. This is interesting, like a bird's beak. Pop up, bird's beak. Yeah. From here, bring the hands in. Yeah, and in and stop. Step and shoot, all right? So from here, one, and step it. 3, yeah, and turn, lift, and drop the hands down, right? Drop the hands down. Pivot the leg up, step through, and do nukite with fist on side. Then drop in, lift, step. Through. From here, roll forward into back fist, pull back, step through, strike. Again, I'm going to bring the hands in together in front of the chest. It's a quick movement out, yeah, and pull back into here. Now pull back, hands pull back, and drive through, 2 hands, aye, like double nukite. From there, step through, okay, from here, and then this is the end of the kata. We step back up to finish, and here, okay? Okay, so, guys, come over to this side. Okay, so just so we can take a look at the kata again, from here, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju, shoot. Hey. 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 Okay. Cool. So a little bit longer form. Okay. So let's walk through some of the content of it. So what's interesting with this form is we move into this kind of very quick, very snappy, yeah. When we see this kind of movement, like this, yeah, this can be interpreted as controlling and suppressing. Yeah, so wrapping over the guard and coming over the top. Yeah, we move in here, and we're using nekoashi as well. So if we were going to commit to a big, then it will be more likely to be zenku tadachi. So we're using nekoashi, which is interesting. So, Milton, if I could borrow you, that'd be great. So we'll just work on the hands and look at how we use the nekoashi. So if you just come in to grab, yeah, 1, 2, yeah, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah. It's even if he gets the grab, it's okay. We looked at like how you can exploit this mechanical weakness, yeah, right. It's so one function of nekoashi is enables us to drop our weight, yeah? Drop our weight quickly. So, yeah. So dropping the weight, yeah, is one function of nekoashi. So that's what we're going to work on first, yeah. Just from the grab position, 1, 2. Now this is going to be level, yeah. Pull in. Kind of give. This is not strictly necessary, but it sort of gives you a position, yeah. Strike, yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Right, left, right. Right, left, right, right, left, right. Okay. So just going to work from do the same thing. Right, left, right, right, left on top. Yeah, and unake. Yeah. You just go. Let's start from that. Okay, thank you. So grab a partner. Okay. Partner up. All right, we're going to work from right hand just grabbing the lapel. Yep. 1 left. So. Yeah. So go from here. Yeah. 1, 2. Boom. Yeah. Remember we use this, yeah. So if you grab, yeah. This is okay, but this is better. Yeah, I'm going to use that. It's that pulling and rolling, right? It's going to. Yes, that's it. Yeah. When you use that, we this morning we learned that we can use this, right? And that happens. Yeah, you just boom. Yeah. So this doesn't have to be a big strike. You're kind of bringing them together, right?
Okay. Attack on a specific
In that case, Miltos, you got it right, but you just, yeah. So, okay, good. So it doesn't matter which one, but
okay.
Yeah. So you can do 1, 2, 3, or you can just do 2, 3. So either one, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, either one. Yeah. Nekoashiですかね。nekoashi. なんか捕まえてね。Yeah. なんかnekoashiを使いたいでしょ。ね。このこれ。nekoashiですか。これだったらもっと提供できるでしょ。ね、でもnekoashi使ってな。ね。こんな感じ。I don't know. これに対して、ね、これ多分
体は逃がすといいんだよね。
そうですね。
体は逃がした方がいい。
そうそう。Okay, it's good. So getting the Okay, all right. So let's look at how we can apply this nekoashi a little more as well. So Milton, if I can borrow you again, please. Yeah. So nekoashi also, while the movement allows us to drop our weight, we can actually use this to pin the foot. Yeah, pin the foot as well. So when we come next to the next movement where we start to push them away, yeah, it comes in, right? Pin the foot, yeah, striking. So even now when he falls here, if I can get him to fall, he's going to shear his ankle, yeah, I'm pinning the foot. So I compromise his stance, but also when I push him, I look to damage the ankle, shear the ankle as well, right? Work at an angle here, right? So this also allows me also to know where he is. I know he's in front of me and I can see him, but sometimes, you know, I'm not going to be able to see him too well, but here I know exactly where his foot is because I can feel it. I'm stood on it, right? So also from here I know that if I push this angle, you know, I'm going to affect his balance and the ankle. So this, yeah, in the technique we move forward. We step into it. Yeah, it's an attacking technique, yeah. So let's say, you know, he goes to grip me and I want to go forward and take control of this stance, right? Push forward and compromise balance. This also sometimes is it's almost like a sugurite, yeah, where you're looking to hook, right? Yeah, so in that case, more like here, yeah, looking to hook, yeah. But the simple application is just simply to step on the foot, right? That's where the foot's going to be, yeah. So it's interesting that we do this, and then we push off to the angle. So there are a number of interpretations for these movements. In our kata, yeah, the two hands come up, and they're kind of both this kind of shape. In other versions of the kata, this, right? So it's a clear uke strike. So we can explore both of those, yeah? If it's an uke strike, punch, yeah, this kind of movement, strike comes in again, here, this kind of movement, right? The kata tells us to work at angles, okay? Punch coming in, here, yeah, working and striking, okay? So let's work that one. That's one of the applications. Yeah, we're going to slow it down. Okay, punch coming in. Yeah, this movement right here, and then we can stretch in and strike. Yeah. I move out, diamond shape, out and back in. Yeah, yeah, here. Right. This and this. He's coming straight on my straight line here, right? Yeah. Okay. So taisabaki boom. Yeah. Yeah. And typically in shurite we look to work to the outside, right? Just because it's safer for us. In the kata we have an opportunity to practice both sides, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're just going to do that practice. Slow it down. Punch comes in, there's your first diamond, and then side of the diamond, then move back in with the angle there. Yeah. Okay? Right. So.
What is the diamond you're referring to?
Oh, sorry. So when I'm looking at you, you stand on that corner of this diamond, yeah? You attack me here. I use this corner and then this corner, yeah? Or the other way. Yeah, so that's in my head, I'm thinking diamond, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Same thing would work around one line, right?
Yes.
You're working around there on that line, you're working
Yeah.
around.
So, yeah. Yes. Taisabaki.
We just, my mum went on about that for 1 hour once, and I was like, trying not to do it. But it's like the same thing with your.
So if you leave part of you behind there, not necessarily wrong, but this sort of now this remains open and it's still in the line that he was attacking. So we want to get off of that line. Yeah. If he was kicking, for example, yeah, I can't afford to leave anything behind because I'll still get kicked. Right. So we look at this is body shifting taisabaki. Yeah. The tension is here. Yeah. I want to bring my whole body across. Yeah. So. Nice.
Maybe I'm not getting a diamond, I'm just getting a circle, I feel.
Well, I mean, I use a diamond because it's easy to visualize, right? Go to that point and then go back in. But yeah, it's like over time, you make that as efficient as you can, just enough, right? Because the further away you go, further you go away from him, the more you have to come back in. Now he's not going to stay like this, So your timing. The point of the diamond is here. This is the point of the diamond, right? This is the point that I pivot around, where I make contact. Yeah, it's not some fixed point in space. Where I make contact, that's the pivot point, right? So. So.
The foot you step with, is that the foot you stay light on? So if I'm pinching here. Okay, so the back foot's gonna stay. Okay, the non-stepping foot goes to Michael.
So if you're getting a feel for this, then step into, as you're doing, into stringing the two together. Yeah, you've got the right, and then you've got the left. Yeah, or left and right, either way. Two.もっと押さえばいいと思うね。ちょうど抜きしたら次パンチはこっちに来る。ね、でも、ね、下げてこの窓をここを窓開けたらパンチはこっちに来る。これの方がなんちゅう安定はできるというのは多分こっちに来るでしょ。ちょっと窓を開けたら、ここ開けたらやっぱりこっちに来るはず。Yeah. Okay. Okay. ちょっと待ってください. Okay, so let's take a look at something quickly. So this is don't show so I can borrow. Okay. So we talked about how, we want to sort of be working 2 or 3 or 4 moves, and the only way that we can do that is to learn these sequences and kind of have them built into our body. You don't have time to go, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D, right? You just have to, it kind of has to flow, right? So But within that, a principle could be that you're trying now, after the first contact, second contact, you're now trying to essentially give them one option or one window to attack through. That means that you have the best chance of understanding, of knowing what the attack's going to be, and then applying a good counter to it. Right? So that's sometimes called sasoete. Sasoeru means to invite. Inviting hands, right? So if I'm facing him and I think he's going to have a pop at me, yeah. If I'm like this, yeah, I'm really offering him this to hit, right? Yeah. But if I'm like this, yeah, he's more likely to go for the body, right? So it's kind of a very, very simple, obvious way. So if he punches here, if I bring this one down, it's more likely he's going to punch the next one onto Jodan. If I keep this one up, much more likely he's going to punch into here, right? Because obviously his own hand and my hand are in the way. So in this sequence now, yeah, you can look to add that little bit of control to where their limb ends up. Yeah, a little bit of control. Conversely, you can look to kind of open up the space below as well. Again, it's going to depend on your relative size too. Typically, he's more likely to go underneath, and I'm more likely to go over the top. Right? So again, relative size. But you can try to open the window and invite them to attack you through the window. Yeah. I mean, the other one that we looked at earlier on, we didn't really talk about it, was if you do this, yeah, he's likely, boom, to headbutt you, or I'm likely to headbutt, right? Because this is now the obvious attack. Yeah. So that's the kind of principle of sasoete, where you open up a window and invite them to come in and attack through the window. Yeah. When we're doing kumite, right? If you are kind of like this, but you're blading this way, you're inviting them to hit you here, right? Blading this way. On the flip side, if you're like this, you're inviting them to get smacked in the face here, right? Yeah. So there's all these levels of trying to sort of dictate what they do. Okay. So just another 30 seconds practice. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. Turn, pass, and hit. All right. Right. Onegaishimasu.
You didn't stay static, did you?
No, I want to go 1, 2. Yeah, we use this. Correct. So. Okay, Ame. Hi. Okay, so there's another alternative application for this movement. Okay, equally valid, just a different idea. Ben, if I can use you. Okay. So, guys coming in to grab. Hi. Yeah, blade off, and from here, push. Right, really simple. Yeah, 1 and push. Kata doesn't have the push, but we're in a position to do that. Comes in to grab. Offset, push. Yeah. If you just go backwards, there's more chance that their energy is going to keep coming down through you. So it actually is quite useful to offset, to divert their energy, yeah, and push them away. In Pasai, 1, 2, we have this. It's another version of it, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So coming in, 1. In Pasai we strike. And push, right? Yeah. So here we're just going to work the push, but trying to control, we want to control is that energy. Drop, push. What you can get is try and get the foot as well. Here, yeah, try and catch the foot and then push them here too. But that's like a plus, it's a bonus. The main thing is not to get overwhelmed by that energy, right? So we use the angling to push. Okay?
When would you get the turn on? Once you've got contact, then you bring it? Could you slow it down a bit?
Sure. Yeah, so here, there, yeah. If you turn before they get to you, they'll follow you. All right? So, here, yeah, and then push, right? All right, so they've come to grab you. Throttle you, grab you by the lapels, either one of those two. They're coming in like this, yeah, okay? Also, you can use up motion, right? So if I just go forwards, I'm not really like diffusing him, yeah, but up, yeah, and then push away. So this here, and then push away. A little bit of a up, like we use in Jodanuke type energy and movement here. Yeah. Okay, but the offset will enable you to diffuse some of their forward energy. Okay, let's give that a try, just for a couple of minutes. Right.
You see Chinto as the push as well.
Sorry?
I would see Chinto more as your push than maybe Pasai was. No, after you've done here,
Right.
you're up, bang, bang.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Pasai is like
Using that
One.
to break both collarbones,
Strike.
I never really understand how my hands would break both your collarbones.
no, they wouldn't. I mean, I think it's more likely that you get that double strike just
Well,
to push
that's
back.
and that makes more sense because if you're actually aiming both of these for someone with the step, then it could work. But in Pasai, you come up like you do in one column, and then you go like double Shinto, and then turn into it. I just couldn't really see like.
I don't know. Let's take a look at it afterwards.
Throw might be better.
He reckons he's
まだ頑張って掴めるんですよ。
そうだね。
Oh, it's a kick after that, isn't it? Kick and then punch punch. That's what comes next.
me too.
Just
It's a stop, no? It's not.
more justなんていうの just なんていう原則としてねこのなんていうねこのガード使える可能性、ね、捕まえられたら okay, so, no, and grip, do what you're doing to him, yeah? Okay, 捕まえられたら今度何か違う何かをしてないと、ねね、
もう頑張るはない。
Well, maybe そうだね。でもこれをなんていうね。これをこれを起こらないようにでしょ。そう。そしてここから後で僕のことできるでしょ。この方。そう。
とりあえずは、捕まらなければまずいい。
そうこんな感じ。そう。
っていうことです。
いや、そう。 Hmm?
Did you add in the same foot stomp to keep them there because you're in the same position where that's
You could, yeah, you could add in trapping the foot as well. Yeah. Okay. Good, yeah. Yep. Okay, yummy. Okay, so 1, 2. As I say, in some interpretations, this is a simultaneous block and hit. In others, here, which sets us up to do something else next. Yeah. If you found yourself in a grappling situation here, then go to off balance and use circular motion from there would probably be your best idea. The next move in the kata, 1, here, yeah. So we're going to work this kakyuke, pull, strike, kick, and strike again, yeah? So we've been doing a similar thing in our basics and our other movements up until now, but this idea of pass, catch, pass, catch, pass, catch, pass, catch, yeah? So we want to now get to the catch, the kakyuke. So punch coming in, pass, catch, yeah? Pass. So we go into nekoashi, yeah? So set up to kakyuke. This is a catching technique, right? So you want to maximize your chances of being able to actually catch. If you just try and catch a punch, yeah, it's a fast punch. Yeah, it's pretty hard to do just in the middle in thin air. Yeah, you might get it, you might not, right? So we want to maximize our chances. So we want to index. There it is. And now I know where it is. Yeah, and then we want to use this O shape to make sure that I catch that hand. Yeah, if I try to catch the wrist, it's a small thing and it's moving very fast. Right? So this. Right? The other side. 1, 2. Yeah, so my surface starts here and I feel it. And I grip. It's bigger here and smaller here, right? So if I'm here and I go down, then I close on the joint. And it gets bigger here, right? So I should hopefully not miss. That does happen though. Right? If you miss it altogether, you've missed it. You have to do the next thing, whatever that is, right? But here. From here, 1, 2. If we can catch again, that's fine. 1, 2, grab, kick, yeah, punch, or punch, right? The catch gives you an advantage, yeah? One more time, right? Yeah. Right? It's pretty straightforward. This is just very destructive karate, right? Right? Yeah. Right? Oh. Okay, so let's give that a try, yeah? There's angling, you're using taisabaki there again, right? So you just want to angle off, and then come back in, work the angle, yeah? So when you're straight, you're angling and working about 32 degrees, would be about 30 degrees or so would be a good angle, yeah? 45 degrees is probably too big, too much, just because it takes you too long to go that far. So just a small angle. No, too much. Yeah. 1. So stops me getting hit. Index and touch and catch. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That one. That one's already free. Yeah. Bang, bang. Left, right. Yeah. Slight offset. Yeah. Oh, so.
The wrong leg.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So here. Actually, it is kata's rear leg. Right. 1. Yeah. One more time.
2 punches first, right?
It's 2 punches first. 1, 2. Sorry. Here. 3. Come in. Sorry. Boom. Yeah. 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 So when we're doing this, it's 1-2 kick punch, but also I think punch kick 1-2 is also okay.
But that's what we do on our Penal 4 application.
Yeah,
It's here.
Yeah.
And then
Boom. Yeah, 1-2. That's also okay. Yeah. Just in the kata, it's catch 1-2, kick,
step back.
and step back and strike. The step back. Yeah. Yeah. 1-2, kick. Yeah, you can use this to power the strike. Right? 1, 2, 1. Right. Konnichiwa. 私ジェームズです。ここの館長です。空手に興味ありますか？
空手見たいっていう
おお、いいですね。あ、じゃあいいですよ。沖縄に住んでますか？
沖縄に住んでて、ダディがマイハズバンドがアメリカ人。
いやいや、OK、OK。そうそう。なるほど。OK、OK。いいね。じゃあどうぞ。
片で言ったらもうどっちか
うん。
行った方が止まらないかとか止まったら有利です。
Okay, yummy. Okay, yeah. So this combination, we want the catch followed. You know, it's like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because as soon as they feel the catch and the pull, you give them a signal that you know they need to react, and they're going to react. They're going to pull away, or they're going to start to go out. So this combination has to be kind of quick and snappy. Yeah, the catching. If you get the catch, that's great. Yeah, but if you've just managed to parry and get to the outside, that's also fine too. You've opened up. It's hard for them to block that one there, right? Because all they've got really is a pass block, and I guess a strong punch. This won't stop that punch either, right? So you've opened up that window that you can attack through, and it's a fairly guaranteed shot that you've got. The only thing to do is control the range. Yeah. So that's the one challenge. Eugene, if I can borrow you. Yeah. If you go out of range, you have to go back in range. So you're just going to punch on this side. If you go out of range, you have to go back into range, which takes time and gives them the time to do something else, move out of the way, react, right? So the control is the distance control. Yeah, the distance control. If your feet are still more or less next to each other, you've probably got the distance to strike. Yeah. If you get a successful strike, you'll also probably have the distance to kick. Yeah. If you don't, it won't be a kick, it will be a knee. Yeah, boom. And again, right? So again, you just vary based on the distance. Yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. So far we've looked at this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we go here. Okay, so it's kind of the first part of the kata when we turn around and go the opposite way. So this is a really interesting and useful structure. Yeah, this kind of structure here. This kind of structure, right? Again, attacking and defensive potential. Right? In the kata, we tend to focus on this one but we also have the other hand to clear and give us a path in to use this too. Right? So if Milton, I can use you. So punch coming through, I can move outside of the punch and drive in with the elbow. Right, punch coming through, here, drive in with the elbow. I could not use this hand and just use this one, but my chance is, it's harder to do. It's harder to do. It's not impossible, yeah, but it's a little bit harder to do. Use this hand, move in. Yeah. I'm going to drop in, and again I go into Zen Kutsudachi, so I'm dropping my weight down and forward, right? Which means I'm dropping my weight down and forward. Yeah. Yeah. This is a nasty technique, but very effective, right? The basic use of this is just to cover. Yeah. Punch coming in. Just my last ditch cover. I didn't have time to do anything else. I didn't have time to get out of the way and win the space. I just cover, right? Punch me. Just managed to cover. Okay. This is the basic use of this, and we see this in our Fukyū kata ni Gekisai kata. Yeah, this one here too. Okay, but we're going to work the pass and enter. You can work it to the outside as we just did. Yep. 1, 2, outside. Yep. Or you can work it to the inside. Same punch. 1, 2. Yeah. Inside. Okay. Okay. Also, of course, you have the potential to trap the foot again. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Potential to trap the foot as well. Yeah. So pretty much in every bit of this kata, you can add the foot trap, and it'll give you something. It'll add something. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that. We're going to go 1, 2. Zenkutsu. Zenkutsu, yeah? 1, 2, Zenkutsu. Okay?
Now the kata is technically clear, so you think that's what it also is? Is it anything
I think it's either a cover or it's a driving in, driving and striking here. Yeah. Particularly into the chest, into here, across here. Yeah.
It's always there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah. Oh, if you've ever had it done to you like at full speed, it hurts like hell. Yeah.
I did it once.
Yeah.
And I that soft cartilage on somebody, I broke it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kuwasu desho.
My teacher wasn't happy because I was taking the class.
Why do I find that not hard to believe? Okay, so give it a try. Yeah. Just positioning it, okay? There. Zen Kutsudachi. Yeah. Throw. Sugi wa nagewaza desho.
You don't have a flyer or something to give her? Sometimes they might go home.
They're only visiting. They're only visiting. Yeah, but I don't think they live here. Don't live here.よければこちらクラスの時間なんですけど、また1月から8日からまた普通のクラスに戻ります。これは今日は特別セミナーですけど、これが普通の稽古の時間です。よろしくお願いします。Okay. So, moving on through the kata. Yeah, we've done this one. Hi. then we do this here and step up. So when we see a close technique like this, and then we go into a nukite and change direction, again, actually another way to decode kata. We've talked about some ways to decode kata. Yeah? Hands on hands suggests that you are dealing with a hand that's been put on you. Embusen teaches you your orientation vis-a-vis their line of entry. And when we see a complete direction change in kata, yeah, sometimes that's translated as you've dealt with that enemy and then you deal with the other one that's coming up from behind. We can't say that's wrong, because if that was the intention of the person who made the kata, that's right. Yeah. However, when you're working like this, yeah, and we go into a very close technique like this, it's unlikely that you've dealt with that guy and you're dealing with the second guy, right? So when we see a direction change like that, usually I think it's translated as a throw. Yeah, kozushi or a throw. Yeah. So in this case, this looks very much like the entry, right, for a body drop. Right. So Ben, you know how to fall. So, right. So if I did the first one that I did, which I worked to the outside, yeah, and I got this hit, boom, started to break his position. Yeah. When this one comes through here, I can then go for the body drop. Yeah. Right. So I've come into the inside here, broken through this movement. Yeah. Okay. I like body drops because they're like I'm going to say a big man technique, but I like body drops more than hip throws because I have to get down and go underneath hip throws. It's a little more difficult for me, right? It's not to say you couldn't make this work as a hip throw as well, right? So for example, 1, yeah, come in, yeah, and hip throw that way maybe, yeah. Yeah, moving into that sequence doesn't. Yeah. But let's work the body drop, okay? So basic position of the body drop. We're going to go to the outside, yeah? Then I'm going to come through here, and there's a strike here as well, yeah? This, yeah? I'm going to turn 180 degrees, yeah, and push through, yeah? In the kata, it's 180 degrees. In reality, you'd turn as much as you needed to turn, depending on where he was coming from, size, direction, etc. Yeah, typically, when I'm going to take, or I'm going to look to take a body drop, yeah, usually it's been against a fairly big technique, yeah, and yeah, I'll be looking to go opposite direction, yeah. Working to the inside, 1, yeah, coming down this way, here as well, yeah. Okay, so work in, extend, get your foot outside their feet, and turn. Be careful not to leave your foot like this. This is dangerous. Turn, so that if they end up on your leg, yeah, you minimize damage to your knee. You let your knee bend and drop. Yeah, so that's kind of the risk with body drop is that they fall onto your leg. So don't stand like this. How many people have done body drops or throws before? Yes. Nagi waza wa yatta koto arimasu ka? Kono nagi waza wa wakaru? Yeah. Yeah. So we've done this before, so yeah, just be a little bit careful, right? We don't want this kind of thing happening, like this, yeah? And then on the side, yeah? Mm-hmm. Pivot and get the foot down. So the toes are down and the heel is up. Toes down, heel up. Yeah, don't stop here. Toes down, heel up.
Do you use your leg to trap it and bridge him off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the other way so they can see better.
Yeah. Right. So when I come in here, yeah, I want to trap and bridge. Right. And then when I pivot, I catch both. Yeah. Yeah. Catch both.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just step around.
You'll step around. Yeah. Okay. Should we give it a try? Yeah. Don't forget the brake fall. Slow it down. Take it slow. Yeah. It doesn't have to be done at high speed. Back, yeah. Take it slow. Yeah. So let's go back. Let's take a step back.
Yes, sir.
So when we do the entry, enter, same leg, same side. There. Yeah. And then when we're coming up here, we want to get that leg on the outside. Yeah, so that when you pivot, you're going to push back this way. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have the legs backwards? Do you watch this?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes. Not Gyakuzuki position. Should be Junzuki. Change legs, yeah. There you go. Right. From there, and you're going to pivot and pull him across over your leg here. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Actually, you're right. When it's easier
Yeah. Bring him down. Yeah. 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 Yes, yeah. You can actually be like this. That's okay. Yeah. Cool.
One more and then you can try.
It's almost like a.
You've gone the other way from the kata.
Yes,
Again,
yes.
not
We're
wrong.
trying the other side.
Not wrong. Yeah. Okay, so you're going this way. Then you're going to go on the outside. Here.
Koshigaruma, almost.
Yeah, can be. Yeah, particularly if you end up low underneath them. Yeah, it can be koshiguruma. You know. The kata, the way we do it is fairly upright, but again, it's been katafied, right? So,
Right.
you know, it looks. There's no question the aesthetic has become an important part of doing the kata as well. So, you know, it's like when we did this one. Put more into that because it looks better.
Some people actually jump and around? Or
Not actually jump, but they want to see more energy. You know, it's distinctive. It also, if it's a distinct part of the kata, people go, oh, accentuate that. That looks better. It's like the breathe. That's the wrong way. It's like the breathing in Sanchin, right? People are like, oh, that was cool. Do that again. Yeah.
some of the students, older students do.
James would say, do you want on the first attack foot to come inside and then move outside for your takedown? Or it
Well,
doesn't really matter?
if your foot ends up on the inside, you'll need to put it on the outside. If it starts on the outside, that's great, and you just leave it there. Yeah. Okay, let's look at one variation. Yummy. All right. Let's look at one variation. So if you end up on the inside, Tamashiro-san, if I can use it. Yep. Okay. If you end up on the inside here, kokone, then one variation can be to go for the shoulder lock. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of so I end up here, right? Boom! I got the strike here. Yeah. Then from there, I'm gonna go for the shoulder lock here. Right. And then the next move in the kata, we have this shuto strike. Yeah. So you can see that coming in potentially as a strike there as well. Right. So here, and then looping up underneath. Yeah, down, 1, 2, strike, and then go. We continue that for the takedown, right? Yeah. So if you end up on the inside here, cover, here, then go for that position. Yeah. Okay. So give that one. You can give that one a little practice. Yes.
Could you do it a little bit more slowly?
Sure.
The transfer into the shoulder.
Yeah. One more time. Come on. No. Boom. Cool. 1 here. And I'm going to pivot and push down to my waist. Yeah. If I keep him high, the lock doesn't really go on. So I want to go down to my waist so that this one ends up vertical. Okay. Without a softener first, you won't get this. Yeah. Without some kind of softener, yeah. If he's feeling strong, you won't get this. It won't happen. It won't work. Also, to be honest, smaller person against bigger person, it's a struggle because you're working against their torso, which is the strongest bit, right? And it's really easy for them to resist. So this is a possible, but it's kind of a difficult one to get. But without some kind of softener first, you definitely won't get it. Yeah. But it's worth trying. It's worth knowing about, right? So give it a little try. ちょっと難しいけどやってみてください。Yeah. Yeah. Migi. Migi. これ。Yeah. Right, right. Migi, migi. Yeah.
じゃあ、あれこっちの手は
Cover.
ガード、
Boom. Yeah. これはガード、control.
コントロール。
Yeah. そしてこうからこれを伸ばします。そうそうそうそう。
これ肩埋まってないですよね。
肩はきれいにこれやりますね。じゃあ、one, two. That's nice. それもいいし。Yeah. Okay, we'll take a break. Yeah.
It's better that way if you use your arm. Instead of trying to use your arm.
Yeah, you have to. Like I said, this is sort of a muscle technique. It's kind of when you're working against someone's torso, it's not the easiest to get. Yeah.
Probably dropping my knees helps.
この手がすごい直りする。
So your kata move is the same. We're going to work the right hand side, right? Punch. Yeah. Kata move is the same. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. And then one, and from here you can pull through. Yeah, and bring down. Yeah. So the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we do this right. 1, 2, 3. Right. So there's a push potential there, but just punch coming right. Yeah. Cover. Yeah. Then loop. Then turn and come down. Yeah, yeah. I'll do the assist as well because it's a power. You're working against his torso, right? So you need the power. It's a hard one. It's not an easy one to get. Yeah. そしてこうから頭を下げてテイクダウンはできる。こんな感じ。わかる？こうしたらね。これを取れば、はい。Put this hand on his head, yeah, and then roll him through, yeah. So. Right. So here. This is a bit like Seisan. Seisan? End of Seisan? End of Seisan? It's more used upright, yeah. But also overs in Seisan. Here, it's all happening down here. Yeah. So this kind of pushing these opposite ways. Yay, yummy! ごめんね, short on time. All right. So. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're going to take a short break there. Hi. Thank you. Yes. So far, we've looked at this. this, 1, 2, 3. We do that both ways. 1, 2, 3. We roll into the hit and then turn, and then we go to here. Right, so we're now in this upright position, right, and then we 1, 2, 3, come up, and then turn. Actually, here. 1, 2. So this is kind of a curious kind of movement. Yeah, interesting. So this is actually the point where there is quite a bit of variety between different versions of Gojushiho. So we do it fairly upright, yeah, and stay upright. Other versions do a catch, a low catch, yeah, a low catch parry. Yeah, so it's actually they're going and parrying against and catching the legs, which is interesting. Yeah. What we're going to do is just work it for chew down for upright. Yeah. So very simple one. Milton, I can borrow you. Yeah. Punch. Right. 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. All right. And again, punch. 1. Yep. Go through. So it's parry, hit, parry, hit, parry, hit. It's hitting to the face. Yeah. In the kata, it's open hands. Yeah. So we'll stick with that. Yeah. It's my hands forward, right? So I've got a better chance of then dealing with the next one, dealing with the next one. Yeah. All right. So one more time. Hey. Okay. All right. We'll slow it down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. So using the front of the hand into the face. Yeah. We can work the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's an alternative. But for the man, we're going to work the inside. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sir. In the kata, it's 1, 2, 3. In the kata, we are 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 repetitions. Yeah. Like we often see in kata, 3 repetitions. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, give it a try. Yep. If you want to change partners, you can, or stick with the people you were working with. One, stack it up. What you got? Next one. Next one. So, stack it up. Yes, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. We kind of stand up in it. So this is. Sorry, this one. Yes, good. 1, up. Yeah. 2, up. 3. Up. Yeah.
Drive it.
Yeah. Drive it up through the chin. Yeah. Okay. No hikite. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. No hikite, right? Because you need your hands in front. Pull back, you give them a space to hit you. Yeah. Okay.
It's the hardest thing for us to do.
I know, yeah. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. Yeah.
Strike here.
Stand. Too much down there. Get stuck. Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not pushing me back.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Why don't you talk one of those real quick? These are my boys. I want to make sure my boys have somebody. Because you don't know each other, you don't know.
I mean, that would move me backwards. I think more like this way, but I don't think that I don't know if James has a preference. Yeah, it's unpleasant. Yeah, it would make me move, that's for sure.
Hey. Okay, yeah, man. Good. Yeah. So, striking up like diagonally through the jaw is pretty effective. You know, we can strike or we can just push. Yeah. Up through the jaw. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Pushing back and breaking their stance, right? Breaking their stance again. Yeah. So we come through here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 rather. Down, here, yeah. Then we step in, drop, up, kick, punch, pull in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So from here, we've got this position again, yeah, and pulling through here. So again, if we're in close already, yeah, we've already got, yeah, close in this position. Then again, coming through here, looking for this lock, for example. yeah? Or even just coming through, grabbing the head and bringing the head down, yeah? Yeah, is something that we can do, right? So from here, 1, 2, yeah, bring down, right? Okay, so this is equivalent to this position here. Yeah, punch coming in, here. Yeah, rolling around to this position, yeah? 1, 2, here. So again, when we see these 180-degree turns in kata, I think what we're seeing is, you know, you're applying rotational leverage to the body, yeah? Okay, we're moving into this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, here. So this 1, 2, 1, 2, you know, fairly straightforward application. Onegaishimasu. Yeah, punch coming in, 1, 2. Next one, 1, 2. Okay, that's fine, right? We can do that one too. But actually, when we get grabbed, yeah, cross grab, yeah, grabbing the wrong way. Yeah, cross grab, 1, 2. Yeah, cross grab, yeah, 1, 2. Right? Yeah. When you get hit, there's a good chance that the other person will go try and grab, push that out of the way. It's knee, yeah? It's knee. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So first we'll do it against the punch. So punch coming in, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? And then grab, yeah? 1, 2. And this also could be against the arm, right? Against the arm, yeah? Being grabbed, yeah? 1, 2. Yeah? Okay? So 1, 2 against the punch, and then grab. So when you're being grabbed, don't push or pull, just pivot. Pivot and strike. Pivot and strike. And try and pivot from, if you grab very strongly, yeah? If you push or pull, it's hard, right? Just pivot. Just pivot, yeah. Pivot, just pivot around this point here. Connection between the hip and the elbow, yeah? Okay, let's give that a try. Hey. So outside pass, hit, and then grabs. Hey, yatte mi te kudasai.
Okay?
Yeah. Yes. No.
Am I kata runner moving forward with that? Or just standing still, moving forward?
So actually, in the kata, move forward. 1. So in the kata, move forward. 1, 2, 1, 2. Move forward here. Zenku Zudashi 使ってね。そうそうそう。そうそうそう。
Same side foot forward.
That's it, yeah.
And just
Yeah. Strike.
punch again. Also grab.
No, you grab his hand. Yeah.
And then do we step?
Step. Yeah. Outside. Yeah. And hit. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's close on grabbing right for the practice.
Yeah. You can keep going. In the kata, there's only 2 of these, but you can keep going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gripping, pulling. Okay. Cool. Now let's just stay over here.
コツ引いてるからコツ開けてるんですよ。Okay. So just change it. 違う選手の方が
捕まえて。こう。Yeah. So if you put a lot of muscle into it, it's not going anywhere, right? But if you use soft, yeah, soft, yeah, so make the soft. Yeah.
I think my natural reaction would be to
Yeah, lock up, right? But if you use soft, yeah, then you get the strike. So less less muscle. No. This, it's like, yeah.
本当につかむ。マジか。なんで？はい。
Use like the kata, use zenkutsu, because it's going to drop your center a little bit, right? And you can, I think you can connect the hip to the arm. Yeah.
James, how does the footwork work? So the first one is grab, okay?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one feels pretty.
Yeah, and you're going to
Now, the next
step
one,
through and
is it
strike.
Step first or
Now,
lock?
Oh, I have to step and strike.
through,
Step and
through,
strike?
and no, you strike from there.
Okay.
But then as you step forward, do this one. Step
So
through,
do I like move him?
step through, and rotate. Yes, yes, like that.
So
Yes.
it's not block first and then step. It's kind of shove them and then.
Yeah, yeah. So you get grabbed, right? 1, 2, grabbed again. Step through,
You step it through,
through.
and then
Yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah. Step through. Yeah.
You should do the clearance once you step through and touch down. You should do the or as you step.
Yeah. So here, right? Cover, hit, right? Grabbed, yeah. As I step through, yeah.
Your
Now
foot is
I've
down,
established
your foot is
my,
down, right?
my
I
Create
see.
a base.
yeah.
I see. And then
Here, yeah, and then hit again. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're kind of working on the assumption that they're like they're really holding on for dear life here. Right? Yeah. 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 So use also when you get grabbed, use zenkutsu dachi. So here, so you can use here. Boom. Right. When you push through on this, you assume that they're going to try and do something to stop that. Yeah. Yeah. So then you can step through again. Just restrict away from here, forward away there, and go to here again. Yeah. Zenkutsu dachi 使った方がいいよ。なぜかあっち行きたいでしょ。あっちに行きたいでしょ。So if I want to go this way, then I want to go a different direction first, like this way. Yeah? Or down. Yeah? 完全あっち行ったらすぐ提供するでしょ。Yeah? If I just go this way, you resist. Right? こうね。If I go the other way, yeah. Yeah. Or down. Yeah. All right. So, なんか反対方向行ったらあっちに行ける. If I go that way, I can go that way more easily. Right. It's like when judoka want to throw, right? They go one way and then they go the other way. Yeah. Because the body can deal with that, and then it gives you back that, right? So from here, if I drop, then going in two directions. Yeah. Or 1, 2. Yeah. And boom. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1, 2.
一番小さい手、女の子の手。女性じゃない、女の子の手。足は。
Yeah, you can drop. Actually, the kata has you moving forward, right? So you get grab the first one, right? Boom, and then the kata has you moving forward. Yeah. So at the point in the middle, right, grabbing, yeah. Right, boom, yeah. So, yeah, boom. Assume that you guard there, yeah. As I move forward, right, I'm going to strip off this hand and bring over this one. Yeah, which opens up that one. Yeah. If I don't move forward, then I don't get that that movement right there.
Right.
Yeah, I've done that one right. One. But if I want to move forward, then I can get this stripping movement to hit.
Do you have a name for that motion? Kosuke or?
Kosuke? Yeah, I would say Kosuke. Kosuke, yeah.
Which is can be any cross.
Yeah, Kosuke.
Which is side. Close.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Just means cross position. Right? Yeah.
Ever heard of Jiju?
Jujiuki? Jujiuki, yeah. It's typically this one. So yeah, Jujiuki, yeah. Yeah.
Open always.
Varies depending on the kata. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 1, 2, or 1, 2, yeah. That one. Yeah. Godan, Pinan Godan, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We have a series of 8 patterns like the Yakuza.
Yakuso Kumite, yeah.
Number 8 it's essentially right out of 5.
Oh, okay.
It includes a kick,
Right.
but it rolls up.
All right, and strike, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, maybe.
What was the lock you did at the end, Eugene?
Oh, he did this one with the arm.
Yeah.
This one here.
No, it was not the one I did.
This is shoulder lock. Yeah.
So for example,
1 strike, yeah. 2,
then
yeah.
almost 3 more.
In the kata we just do it twice, but you could keep going.
But then what was the lock that you did with the head? How did you go in?
Oh, yeah. So if you're in this kind of position and you're inside, then you're going to go inside and grapevine the head. And the head, if you bring the head down below the shoulder, then you can break the stance.
That's what you said.
That is the one I did.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that can be the move after nukite. Nukite, getting you in, and then pushing down. Yeah.
This is grabbing the head from the shoulder.
Yeah.
How do I
Okay.
do the one move as well? Hit you, and I want to grab the head, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Then you go like this.
No, you don't need to, because what you're going to do is you're going to bring the head down and the shoulder around it. Yeah. Okay, let's do this as a group. Hi, okay, Ame. So, good question from Miltos about this kind of grapevine, and it's kind of like a neck lock, essentially, right? If you've ended up on the outside, just get a punch, whatever, yeah. If you end up here, yeah. So it's kind of equivalent to a nukite position, right? Here, right? So if I bring the head down and the shoulder up, I can rotate them around their own chest, around their own center. Yeah. He will obviously try to resist that, right? So if I'm just pulling him this way, it doesn't work so well. But if I roll around, yeah, and use the shoulder as well, then I can get the leverage. So typically to get there, yeah, I've struck him on the way in anyway, right? Boom, up here. Now I'm going to bring him down, yeah? So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, come on. Catch his whiskers on the way in, yeah? From here, so I don't want to bring him over here or over here. I'm just going to bring him down, yeah? And I can help by rotating the shoulder. Right, that'll end him. He should end up right in front of you, yeah? Let's do it the other way around, so let's see. Yeah, sure. So 1 here, yeah? So it doesn't work. You can do it this way. There's a little less leverage, right? Here, right, there's nice leverage because I can lever the shoulder up and the head down. And that gives it more leverage, right? So here, should end up here, right in front of you, yeah? Okay, one more time.
No, just so the front hand picks it up and then the other hand slips in under. So I just drift it in.
1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. He might try and strike you with the other hand at the same time. Okay. You can use that too. Bring him down. So one more time. Tricky thing is getting in here. Yeah. Like I say, you might try and strike you with the other hand, right? You have to be ready for this. But if it's rolling that underneath too, then yeah, you get the opportunity for a key lock in there as well, potentially. But really, you're just going to strike and move on. Yeah. Yeah. One more time. You okay? Young, bendy fellow is all good, eh? Yeah. Oh. So when we think about it, it's this. Here. This, yeah? Then I can get that one. Yeah.
In this scenario, with the leg work, like this stomping on the leg, on the foot, sorry.
Oh, if you stomped on the foot also, then you're going to turn him into a pretzel. Yeah, you can like really wind him up. But yeah, I mean, if you end up stood on his foot, when you do this, then yeah, you're going to shear the ankle as well. Right. So it's kind of a bonus. The other thing is that if you really don't like the fella, as he comes down, yeah, and then bring him down as well. So, but this is a pretty good, I think, interpretation of Nukite. Yeah, particularly when we've got this kind of happening, this happening here. Yeah.
Where did you get all your ideas for bunkai?
You see this a lot in Filipino martial arts, but it's not straight like this. Yeah, it's small.
Your ideas.
Well, so if we look at if you follow the principle, right? So when I see this, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, you're suppressing their guard and striking up through, right? And when I see Nukite, I'm not trying to stab the body. Typically, I'm going up through the face, which means my hand is going to end up here, here, or here, right? Okay, well, so what happens next? I'm set up, I've got the head. When the kata, we turn 180 degrees. Well, if I'm doing a shoulder lock on somebody, that's what I do, right? Now I have to come in, pivot, and go the other way. You can't do a shoulder lock in the same direction.
Even pin and sandal is the exact same thing.
Yes. But this one is nice because this one, it's give it a try and resist it. Right? Practice it without resistance a couple of times, but then try it with a bit of resistance. It's actually quite difficult to resist because you are being twisted around your own center. Yeah. Right. So try it a couple of times first without resistance, right? So we're just going to enter in here. Right? I'm going to go for the snake up here. Yeah. Right. I want to roll from the head there. Yeah. And this gives me additional leverage. Yeah. 1, 2, additional leverage. Yeah. Punching. Yeah. Here. So now I'm on the inside. Right. I've got a little less leverage, but here, yeah, I can still try and make it work. Okay, once again, here, yeah. This is the trickier one to get, yeah, from that position. But from here you can see, yeah, I can lever. So in the process, as I get to Nukite, I put the leverage on, right? That's, yeah. As I go here, now I'm putting leverage on, right? And now I can look to roll in. Yeah. So the process of getting from there to there is putting leverage on. Right? Another way, we'll do this in a minute, but another way to look at Nukite is this, and here, this leverage. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Right. 1. Yeah, it's a horrible lock.
I need it on both shoulders.
Yeah.
Get a spare one.
You got grabbed, right? Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah. Put the Nukite in there, and then.
Don't ask to see this again.
Yeah. Right. So we'll come to that one afterwards. But let's go back to the vine. Yeah. Usually it's easier. You catch it on the inside like this. Yeah. And then you're going to leverage the head, leverage the shoulder. But if you can, yeah, through up underneath, get that additional control. Yeah, and then lever, extend, and twist. Okay? Give that a try. Yep.
Let's do the first one.
Now you have my
So you can control this. So you straighten your arm. Yeah, I'm just going to straighten, and then bring him up there. Yeah, then you're going to roll him in front of you. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yeah. You roll him that way, yeah. Mm. Mm. Nice, yeah. So on the inside, yeah, you can make this work. Roll here, but underneath. Now I get the additional leverage on the arm. Yeah, yeah, I'm leverage here. I'm bringing down and coming round, rolling. Yeah, there we go. All the way. He really doesn't want to go, and it's natural. You don't want to go because you're really exposed when you're in that position. You've got almost no defense. Yeah. So punch coming in, right here. Try that one. Yeah. When you're covering, like you're covering, then natural to end up on the inside. A little harder to turn.
Oh, okay. So it's just
This one that ends up in front of your chest. Yeah.
Slow. I'm very slow. I don't just okay.
You looking for that looseness? Yeah. 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 This boom here. Yeah, and then rolling. Yeah. Punch coming in, right? Yeah, punch coming in. So entry here. Yeah.
That's the control. It's a trap.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work for midgets.
Straighten that into Nukite. Yeah. 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 Straighten into Nukite, then roll. Yeah. So.
So you woke up after controlling the wrist. You woke up to like the tricep almost.
Yeah, I'm gonna to try and get more
get
more
like
leverage. But you can put softeners in there as well, right? So here, right? Softener here, just into the leg.
Height.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is in our karate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We see it we have it even in our shorin, right? But it's in Goju everywhere, right? In Goju, boom, here, yeah, boom, here. Yeah.
Cool. So getting up to that tricep.
Yeah, that will help to give more leverage, more enshinroku, more circular motion, more circular.
And then when you step, are you stepping? Are you stepping with the head or against the head? Like which foot do you?
I don't think you need to step at all, actually.
Yeah, he did a little bit
You wanna just pivot them in front of you. Yeah. Pivot them in front of you. Yeah.
Okay.
The only step is just to sort of slightly give them a space to drop into. Yeah. Yeah. here, yeah?
And see, he's 45 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Is that, yeah.
So from here, you just want to just adjust to follow where he goes. There's not much of a step, right? Yeah.
And in your core against their core,
Yeah.
not a lot of like.
No, you're not taking them a long way away. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. So that's also okay. You can also make it work just from the inside, right? Just from here, right? You can also make it work, right? Just go down, right? But you get more leverage here. Yeah. It's me. Yeah. Yeah. Punch coming, right? Punch. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm going to smack you in the jaw there. Right. But you see, it's easy to smack. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. So before we did this one, right? We went 1, 2. Just little similar. Need to do the shot. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the coolest thing I've seen. So, like that.
Sorry. Like that.
You reached that wedge, didn't you? And then you did that one.
Yes. Yeah.
That scooped hip.
Yes.
You came from
Yes.
that pickup into the.
Yeah. It's another kakike catch. Yeah.
So cool.
Kakike catch. Yeah.
I don't have another word for cool.
Good. And then, so that's the entry, and then the nukite gives you more power and leverage. 1, 2, nukite. Nukite で、あなたのなんちゅう姿勢を崩する。崩する。Yeah. 手は反対。そう。ちょっと違うね。So if you think about it, another way to entry into this, right? Just grab. I like to do before grab.
But inside, but outside.
Grab. Yeah, that's another entry into it, right? 1, 2. We did this as a punch, yeah. Grabs. It's another way to enter into it, yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's a little easier entry. Okay, if you want to take a break, have a drink, please do. Dozo. Hi. So, 1, 2, this movement. I'm going to show you what Arakaki Sensei teaches for this. 1, 2. So this is talked about as the bird's beak, right? Hitting with the bird's beak, hitting with the bird's beak. Yeah. We drop, and then come up with the bird's beak. So, I could use you. Yeah. This is obviously a small surface area, and it's not going to be like a powerful strike, right? So it's more likely that we're operating against a Gojushiho point, yeah, a soft point, which is we're going to essentially be working against the nervous system, yeah. So one application for this, yeah, we've been grabbed, right? We're going to push down through the hand, yeah, and then up through the chin, right? Grabbed, yeah. We drop, and push down, yeah. So we're working into here. Yeah, this point between the muscles where you can go in and there's a nerve underneath there, right? This point here, yeah, in, yeah, which drops the head, and then from here we're going to go under and push the head back. So right under the point of the chin there. But it's also possible that we can go underneath there as well. Right, so here is uncomfortable, and here is also uncomfortable. The jinsui, it's the something forza, mandible forza underneath there, I think. Yeah, yeah. Pull down, push up. Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. Right. 1, 2 from there. Okay. So just to practice those points. Yeah. Here, you can feel the point there, yeah? Push down, yeah. And then either point of the chin or there underneath the side of the jawbone, push up through there. Okay? Hours of fun. Right? Give it a try. Yeah. Yeah. そう。ここでしょ？ここ。そうそうそう。これ。ここ。Here. No, no, that doesn't hurt. That hurts. Yeah. It's there. Yeah. Okay. You understand the spot? Yeah. So we're going to go in there. Yeah. In there. Like that. Yeah. So. Dong. So. これのこう、はい系統です。系統？ああ、そうそうそう、系統。これですね、こう。私これはあんまり使わない。だからこれで押します。こうですね。ドロップ。そう。He's very strong. ムキムキでしょ。この辺。Yeah.
This is coming up.
So not the elbow joint. Yeah. Here in the where the underneath the muscle, top of the muscle. Yeah. Please
pull up your
this is his elbow, right? So it's not there. It's going to be
It's going to be there.
There, yes, there, yeah. So. Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to find. Do you step in with it?
1, 2, yeah. In the kata we're going in, we've gone 1, 2, 3, drop, up. Yeah.
Beat 'em up,
Beat 'em up, yeah. Up, push, yeah.
That feels me. I almost want to just...
Yeah, sure.
Well, you can do it with Rami with one, like, right?
Yep, that one too. Yeah, you can apply that too. Yeah. Use your body weight. Drop your body into it. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, we found the point, sort of like right there.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Once it's sensitized, it gets really sensitive. So it's good. So when we're pushing up to the jaw, you can either go under the point of the chin, which is unpleasant, or here, yeah, the nerve inside the jawbone, right there. That's pretty unpleasant as well, right? So.
No,
It's been so
I don't know
long.
any of the numbers.
It's been so long.
With the
Here,
jaw, basically wherever you go, it's going to work.
And then that's almost nicer.
More common.
Exactly.
So you could actually, boom, and take it down.
Yep. Yeah, drive up and down through here. Use your body. 見つかってからね。体を見つかってからね。センターを下に落とします。そしてここから右です。Okay. Cool. Kyusho are useful as weakeners, right? You're probably not going to knock somebody down with Kyusho. I know there are teachers, quite famous teachers in the past, who were very good at like knocking people down. Oyata Seiyu Sensei was famous for doing it, and he went across America, mainly across. He lived in the States for a while, obviously, showing these knockdowns, right? And they were real. I don't think they were fake. I think he really was knocking people down.
Has his style continued?
There are a few of his students still going. Yeah, Greg Lindquist is one, and he actually comes to Okinawa fairly regularly. Yeah, there's no doubt that Kyusho can be really effective, but it's a rare. Honestly, there's not many people that can use them very, very well. I think it's an extremely high level of skill. But it's really useful to know Kyusho, and I think particularly when you're in a grappling situation, yeah, using Kyusho can be really, really useful. If you're just looking from a standing position to just use Kyusho to knock somebody down, I think that's a real challenge. Having said that, a lot of the standard targets in our karate practice are actually Kyusho points, right? If you punch somebody on the nose, that's a Kyusho point, right? That in the nose, yeah? Top of the lip, yeah, for example. Okay, if you catch someone on the side of the jaw or the point of the jaw, these are all Kyusho points. Yeah? So if you, like we were doing yesterday, if you hit into, and we were doing today, hit into the carotid artery, that's also Kyusho Jitsu, right? So it is inbuilt, embedded into our karate, even into our modern kata. Yeah, yeah. And other ones you regularly use will be side of the ribs, for example, inside of the knee, right here. Yeah, for example. And of course, the private parts is always the target. Eyes, yeah, Kyusho target as well. Right? So sometimes pushing, sometimes pulling, right? Pulling and ripping. Yeah, strangling. These are all Kyusho points.
That's one of the biggest ones, isn't it? That one in there.
Here, Jinshu, yeah. I think if you take a really good smack there, it just resets everything, right? The whole computer just goes, no, right, yeah. Jinshu, yeah. The technique that we saw earlier on, yeah, the Wanshu technique, right? Yeah, where we did the Haito, this one, yeah, here, and then the back. Right? This is your Kyusho too, right? Take a good smack on the back of the head. You can be killed with that, but you can certainly be knocked down, right? But this Haito, yeah, into the here or into here. Also, this line here, yeah, get smacked in here. You've got Kyusho points underneath there as well. Yeah. So I think it's good to study Kyusho, and I think you can, if you're like aware of the Kyusho, then you can use them and build them into your karate. Okay, we've got this in Matsubashi Ryu. We have a distinctive way of doing this move. So I want to explore that just a little bit as our final thing. Okay, so we talked about Okinawa sumo a little bit earlier on, yeah, and one of the techniques in sumo is this uchimata. Yeah, uchimata. So if you are Ben, please Ben. Are you okay? All right, sit down. All right, no problem. You okay to throw? Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So uchimata works on the principle of I'm working inside and lifting this leg, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I work inside, right, and I'm going to lift his rear leg. Yeah. Yeah. Working to the inside, a kind of T shape, and I'm going to use my leg to lift his leg. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. It's actually relatively straightforward. It's just like just levering his leg up, right? Sometimes this actually comes up through the groin, but we're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do is match leg to leg here and lift the leg up. Yeah, it's just going to practice this lever. Yeah, step in here, T shape. Yeah, T. This one, lift and roll, and try not to fall down yourself. Yeah. So one more time. Step in. Yeah. Oh, okay. One more time. Sorry, too many times maybe. Here. This. Yeah. Here. Okay. If you're okay with rolling a bit, so our last 5-10 minutes. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. All right. Iいですか? If you don't want to do the rolling, you don't have to. Take a break. It's perfectly fine. That's okay too. Make sure you're not too close to the edge of the mat. Yeah, and the bars. Right. You guys, ちょっと真ん中に入ってくださいね.
Go ahead, I'll take a break.
Okay, sure, no problem. Yeah. You can do it to me.
Maybe. About right.
He said nothing about punching after.
Did he punch? Didn't see it.
So you see this technique all the time in sumo.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is
Oh, and judo.
bread and butter. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
There's some folks that really like the judo here.
Oh. It's all good. Nice catch. Right.
Surprised your mic's still on.
Yeah, look at it. Just now, they would jump off of it.
Jump off or anything.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Ah, もうちょっと自分のところにちょっと引く。もうちょっと like a tree falling. 木を頼るみたいな。When we do this, it's a one. Cool. Yeah.
Every time I've ever tried this, I always miss the leg.
Right. Yeah, well, don't miss. I don't say. Yeah. So it's not a kick. It's not a kick. Yeah, it's a lever. Yeah. Position and then lever. You should be touching. So you step in and touch first, right? That, then lever. Yeah. Bring in a little bit more this way. Yeah. A little bit more hip in, a little bit more hip. So, ちょっと待って. One minute. So you need to use the hip to lever, right? Is it technically a hip swing? I can't quite remember. But if there's like a distance here, then often what they do is they just step around you. Yeah. If you try and do it from here, yeah, then that happens, right? So what I've got to do is get my hip in, yeah, here, and get the hip in, right? So T shape, right? T shape, which means the bottom of the T has to join the top of the T. Yeah. If there's a space between the two bits of the T, it doesn't work so well. Join here, then you have that leverage here. Okay. A little bit more closer. Yeah. Yeah. 足まっすぐですね。この足こうじゃなくてこう。 腰投げになってる。内股だけどね。いや、そう。
Does he have to drop the center of gravity maybe?
Mm. もうちょっと、ね、これをできるだけ高くに。So it's a stick to it. Stick. Right? Yeah. Stick. Yeah. So it's not. これは違うでしょ。おー、こんな感じ。ね、こうとこう。これは蹴りではない、楽器ではない。It's not a kick and it's not a reap. It's a lever. Lever and throw. Yeah, when you see the sumo guys do this, that's exactly what they do. It's not a kick, it's not a reap, it's a lever. And often there's a point where they're like, balance, and then boom, they get it. Yeah, they just get the balance, right? It's just find that balance, then you take the balance. Yeah, it's a lever, yeah. Oh. Last minute. That's more like it. When you get up, throw it down. Yeah. More like it. Yeah. Okay, Emmy. Good work, everybody. Okay, we're going to finish there. Let's line up. Okay. So like we saw in Wanshu this morning, in this kata there are some definite themes that come out. Yeah, themes about trapping and entangling. We would call these kind of techniques. What's the word? あれ、なんていうんですね。なんですね。こういう技。なんていう、糸を、なんていうの。
Snake?
Yeah, なんていうね。I'll come back to it. There's a certain word for these techniques in Japanese, right? If they're entangling techniques, yeah? So we're entangling and getting the compromising their position, right? So we've seen, lots of use of this sort of nukite position. This is very common in the kata. Yeah, we have it like this, we have it like this, we have it like this. Yeah, this open hand nukite position, very common in this kata. But different interpretations, yeah? But none of them are stabbing with the fingertips, probably. You know, striking with this. This is a much better striking surface than the fingertips. It's not that you can't push with fingertips, right? So, yeah, nukite, for example, can be an attack to the eyes, possibly an attack to the throat, possibly, although more likely that you're going to pull once you get in there, that sort of thing. So it's interesting that the kata does also have quite a lot of kyusho in it, if you look for the applications. I mean, some of them are obvious, but these kind of positions also give lots of options to attack and use kyusho. And there's quite a lot of throwing techniques in it, right? There's quite a lot of these 180-degree turns, yeah, and obviously this one we just looked at, yeah, can be interpreted as a throwing technique as well.
When the turns are more than 180, what would you imagine then?
Oh, well, even better throwing. To be honest, body drop works best if you turn 270 degrees. Yeah? 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice body drop. And you get lots of rotation, right? Throws that typically working in the same direction with things like osoto gaki, so gaki techniques for these, right? We saw this one yesterday, yeah? This tani otoshi, valley drop, yeah? So you have those that work in the same direction. But the ones where you're reversing typically are hip throws, yeah? Hip throws or body drops. But a body drop works best if you go from there to there, yeah, 270. In Wanshu, we have a complete rotation, yeah? And one interpretation of that is going in for the reverse shoulder lock. Yeah, we need to go in and go underneath. So yeah, any other questions about this kata? Kyusho, pressure points, sometimes pain center, sometimes called vital points. I think vital points is actually not a great translation, so it sort of implies that you can take someone's vitality with the points, which is not really the case. I would go with pressure points, I guess. Yeah, probably. Any other questions? Cool, good, okay.